Hello, happy hammers. Good morning. How are you all doing? Yeah, we're through. We're in the semi-final. Listen, I had my doubts. I was worried. We know they're a good side, and they did start well, didn't they? We went full strength. As full strength as he can. Ariola in goal, Sufal, Zuma, Regerd, Emerson, Paqueta, Souček, and Rice, with Bowen, Antonio, and Benny up front. You could see the intention was to get out fast, get some tackles in, try and move the ball fast, which we did. To be fair, we started quite well. We started bright, but then we just got caught out. It just started getting a bit sloppy in possession. Ben Rama was very frustrating at points. We'd get to the bar line and then just poor cross or just a poor final ball. And then there was like a little period where we just couldn't get anything going. They did score, that same guy again. I can never pronounce his name. Is it Coupez or something like that? Just a mix-up. Samoy's burst in, had a shot, the ball fall to him, and it was a good finish. And at that point, 2-1 on aggregate, I was thinking, oh, is this going to be a long night? After such a high of the Arsenal game. The last thing we needed was to be 1-0 down at that point. We did get a bit panicky for a little while. It took us a little bit of time to get back in it. But we did. Right late in the first half, corner come in from Jared Bowen. Good corner. Antonio sort of, held his ground, was stronger. Headed it in and 1-1, which was good at half time. And we started to play well. The second half was really, really good performance. The second half, we hit the post a couple of times, and then obviously we got the penalty, handball. Arguments that we could have had a penalty a couple of times. Antonio one maybe a bit soft. I think there was a handball incident as well, if I remember, in that first half. But yeah, up stepped Paqueta, grabbed the ball from Benny. Typical Brazilian run up, a little bit of curve in it, then a stutter. Put it lovely in the top corner though, didn't he? A little bit nervous, I thought we might miss. But he's got that class and quality, and he really was, quality last night. Like in them European games, at that pace, you can see, given a free roll and sort of being allowed to, shackles off and everything. This man is a really good player, and he's always looking for that forward pass. And he sort of, more or less set up the second 2 goals, didn't he? Declan Rice, what can I say? I have been critical of him in terms of his leadership and stuff, and I've been saying that he needs to drive games on for us at points this season. Anyone question marks, over the man's price, and is he capable of doing them goals and stuff like that? Go and watch last night's match. He picked that ball up, absolutely drove at their defender. He said in his post-match interview, he see that he sent him one way, stood real tall, sent him the other way, knew he was always going to be through on goal. And then, to put that slide finish in after that lung-busting run is just absolute class. He really enjoyed the moment. Just a proper, it's one of them moments that, if we were to go on and win this competition, that's going to be one of them moments that people look back and go, yeah, that was one of the moments of that run, that big Roy of the Rovers, as David Moyes said in his press conference. After that, I think Bowen had a goal disallowed for the handball, I think it was. And then obviously Antonio, ball from Paqueta. Antonio drove into the box, really good finish actually. Luckily got into the box. I think if he was standing outside the box, we all know what happens. He's only ever put one in from outside the box. But he put it in 4-1. Could have been 5-6 at points. They didn't really do much after that again. Sort of our class just shone through then. When the subs did come on, obviously Rice for Downs, Fornell's come on as well. It just sort of nullified the game then. It just was sort of game over then. But yeah, to be through and a performance like that, I don't want to say it because where it has been so bad this year, but have we hit form at the right time? Is things starting to go right now? The Arsenal performance, the performance against Gent last night, We've picked up some important wins recently as well. Some, you know, it's back to that thing of, you know, we don't care about the performances as such at the moment, but then performances are slowly starting to improve because the results are breeding confidence. The Southampton win, the Bournemouth win, the Arsenal draw, the result last night. So it's all about now just taking this on now, taking this confidence on towards the end of the season, and hoping, you know, we can just push on now, just push on, get ourselves safe, and, you know, that can all start on Sunday if we did get a good result. And I'm talking a win. Like, a draw would be okay for both teams, to be honest with you, but a win would probably more or less secure it. And then, you know, we can fully just go all out in that, as AZ Alkmaar will be. They beat Anderlecht on penalties after Anderlecht come from 2-0 down. They got 2 goals back. Yeah, and then Anderlecht lost on penalties. I was actually hoping that Anderlecht was going to win because we know we've beat them already, so we would have had that psychological edge on them. But that's the way it goes. So yeah, AZ is the team that you know, will be the team we meet in a week or so's time. I think it's 2 weeks actually. I think it's the first game's the 11th, I'm going to say, or 7th or 11th of May. Which is a big one. It's a big game now. You know, we need to go that one step further than what we did last year. They're a good team. Listen, that, you know, these Dutch teams, they pass the ball back nicely. You know, they're always technically very good. We know that that is Dutch football. You know, just lovely technical players, will know how to pass the ball, possession based. So now it's just about, you know, getting it done. You know, showing our class. You know. And like I say, have we hit form at the right time? I hope we have. And then in terms of who we could meet, I don't want to look too far forward, but who we could meet in the final. For those who didn't know, Fiorentina and Basel went through. You know, arguably 2 of the best teams in there. I think if you look back at my videos early on, like literally before even the first round, I said Fiorentina, Basel, Nice were the teams that, you know, are going to be the tough ones. Fiorentina is a team I used to love actually when I was a kid. I used to love Gabriel Batistuta. He used to be one of my favourite players. So, you know, to play them in the final would be nice. Either of them is going to be tough though. Fiorentina's on something ridiculous, like 8-9 game winning run. Basel have always been a nice technical side. Yeah, enjoy the day, guys. What you know, things are getting better, as the D-Ream song goes. Let's just hope we can really end the season well, because we know as well, just to finish off, we know as well with West Ham, guys, that if we finish well to a season, we usually start well, and we usually carry that over. And then, you know, if you start well, West Ham generally have a decent season, so hopefully that can be the case. Now, yeah, enjoy your day, guys. Come on your irons. I'll be back with a Bournemouth preview tonight, maybe tomorrow morning. Yeah, what a great result. Proud to be a West Ham fan again. Come on you irons, let's go.